Hi everyone, Namaste. So today we're going to be talking about anger and how it affects our life, and we'll be doing a short meditation to heal the anger aspect in ourselves. And anger can come up in various forms. Most of us have experienced anger. Most of us know how we feel when we get angry. And some people suppress it, some people say it out loud. In my experience, I think people who are very vocal about it and who just get it out of their system, they remain healthier than the people who suppress their anger. Both ways it's bad, both ways it affects your body, it affects a lot of things in your life. We tend to create the same patterns. But what it is teaching us is something that we need to learn. And anger can really be a great teacher, for you, who can guide you as to understanding yourself better. So most of the times, what I have seen is that the root cause of anger lies in emotions such as fear, sadness, or there's a lot of grief that we are holding on to, and any trigger can make us angry because we are, as a society, conditioned not to express our weakness, not to express our emotions. So we, even if we are sad, and even if there is a lot of grief inside us, or there are some insecurities, instead of coming up and talking about them and saying, okay, fine, I have these insecurities, or this is how it makes me feel, or I feel sad when something like that happens, that makes us sound like, oh, she's such a weak person, or he's such a weak and emotional person. So that actually brings about more of um, that comes out as anger, because people who get angry, or people who are loud and abusive, generally, like, the world stays away from them and you won't disturb them. Okay, fine, let's not cross a line with them. So it's actually, they are just protecting their own emotions by showing that anger. So it's a very intense thing. It's a very deep rooted way of hiding our other emotions. And so a lot of these things can cause anger inside us. And those who know me know that I myself had a lot of anger issues, still do sometimes. And and it's not like it'll go overnight. It'll keep coming back. The pattern will keep erupting again and again till you understand yourself better. So once you understand yourself, once you understand where the root cause of that anger is coming from, it'll be easier to work on that emotion rather than working on the anger. Because say if it is fear or insecurity, work on those issues, then your anger itself will start healing. Or if it is because of low self-esteem, a lot of people have anger because they don't want their self-esteem to be hurt, and they keep it guarded. But when you work on your self-esteem, you will stop getting angry automatically, because you are okay being your own person. So the way it affects our body is, I've seen it mostly, it affects the liver. If it is suppressed anger, it will affect the liver in a long-term basis. You may have seen people who don't drink, don't smoke, have a healthy lifestyle, but still end up with a lot of liver issues. That's because there's been a lot of suppressed anger, and when it doesn't know where to go out from, or there's no outlet, then it gets suppressed in the liver. One of the main chakras that handles anger and resentment is the Meng chakra. It is behind our navel. This controls our kidneys, it controls your heart, it controls your brain. And in the Chinese tradition, the name for this chakra is door of life. So, I think the name itself explains that it's a very important chakra. Not many people talk about it. It's a minor chakra, and not many people talk about it, but it is one of the main chakras. People who have heart issues, people who have brain issues, people who have kidney stones and all. It's all anger. It's all kind of anger or fear, some kind of that intense emotion which is stored there, and it will block your life in many ways. It will stop good things from happening. It will stop, happiness and joy, feeling happy and joy. That whole sense of life will, start to withdraw if we are holding on to so many emotions in our Mengmen chakra. And also the thing is that if we do not heal this in ourselves, it comes down, through the lineage. So maybe your mom or dad or your grandparents had anger issues, but we don't even know about them because sometimes they were hidden, or sometimes, by the time we realized that they had anger issues, maybe they were too old to express anger as such, and it was probably a childhood or a youth thing with them. But the reason why we get anger in our system is sometimes, most of the times, from our ancestors, and from a sense of being hurt, and a sense of protecting ourselves in some way. And it is, I think, up to us to heal ourselves from those emotions so that we don't pass it on further. And one of my favorite quotes about Buddha is on anger is that it's like holding onto a hot piece of coal and expecting to hit it at the other person and burn the other person, but you're the one who's getting burnt. And when I see it energetically, when I see this in people's auras, it's 100% true. The only person who's getting harmed by holding on to anger, by expressing anger, is you yourself, nobody else. You're not doing anything to anybody else. Worst case scenario, you're spreading it around in your family, your children, your husband, your parents. They are all sensing that anger energy, and they are also, subconsciously absorbing that anger energy in them. So even if there's no angry person around you, the inherent nature of the person is not to get angry, but anger will start building up because you are just throwing your psychic garbage, as we call it, on the other person. So try to understand your anger, try to see where it is stemming from, what insecurities are there, and we work on that. And I'd like to mention, very earlier on in my career in shipping, a very wise man once told me that what you can achieve by kindness and love, you can never achieve by aggression and anger. And I would like to thank Mr. Douglas Tan, if he's listening to this, for this invaluable tip, because I have seen this in my life in many situations. And the same goes with healing. The more you try to take it out, the more you are trying to dig out that energy, it's not going to come out. It will only come out if you send it love. It will only come out if you send it understanding, if you make a safe space for it to come out. So that's something I think you can probably apply in your lives as well, because it's a very valuable tip that has helped me in many situations. And the other thing is that it's important not to blame yourself when you get angry, not to blame the other person, and because the more you get this out of your system and the more you blame it on others, you're just creating more of that energy. It's not helping anybody, and it's an entity. So in the energy terms, an entity is something that is it needs energetic food. So the more you get angry, the more that entity in your aura is getting stronger and stronger, and it'll just it'll start having more power over you. The way to weaken that entity is that every time you feel like getting angry, just take a deep breath. Take a deep breath into the abdomen, into the lower abdomen, and exhale. And just try and ask your anger that, okay, why have you come? What is the reason? Why are you making me feel like this? So when you talk to it like this, automatically the power of that entity gets less. You're not giving into it. You're not getting angry. When you're not getting angry, that entity is becoming weaker, and your anger problems will start healing automatically. Once again. I don't know how to allow that person. Once again, I'll just see. Okay, I think I've allowed Poonam. Thank you. Yeah. So now the next thing that I'm going to tell you is very controversial and very difficult to do, especially when you're in the midst of you know argument, or somebody has said something very nasty to you, and the natural way is to react out of anger. And this is what I tell most of the people, is also that when somebody is yelling at you, when somebody said something nasty to you, it has nothing to do with you. It's that person's weakness or something which is bothering that person, why they have said it to you. So at that point of time, the best thing to do is just to touch your heart, take a deep breath, and say, may God's peace and love be with you. And just project love to them, project kindness to them, and peace to them, because that is what they need. Whenever somebody is being hurtful, it is because they are not at peace with themselves. Any person who's at peace with it will not hurt another person. So if you can become that channel, and you can just stop your anger at that point and just say, okay, may God's peace be with me, and may God's peace be with the person who has hurt me. The next step will be to forgive the person for causing you harm, or causing you injury by words or actions, or whichever way. So sorry, I don't know what to do about. The video is not clear. Is it better now? Once again, I'm not sure what I did. I just allowed the requests. One second. Is it better now? Is the video better? Or I think. Okay. Is it possible for you all to join? One second, I'll come back on Instagram once again. I'll just cancel this and come back. Sorry guys, there's some problem with the Instagram video. I'm back. Is it better now? Somebody on Instagram, can you tell me? Is the video better? Is it clear? Hi auntie. Okay, fine. I'll continue now. I was almost done with talking about the forgiveness and blessing the other person with peace and love. And so when you do that, when you bless the other person with peace and love, when somebody is nasty to you, and you just you say, okay, fine, I forgive you, and you try to understand that the person is nasty because there is something bothering that person. It has nothing to do with you, and that will actually start healing your own body. That will start healing your own heart as well. So there will be peace in your heart, and you'll be able to project it to the others as well. Thank you, auntie. Yeah, no, I was talking about Instagram. All set. Okay. So we'll start with the meditation now. Take a deep breath, relax your body. Inhale deep into your abdomen below your belly button. Exhale, relax. Take a deep breath once again. Exhale. To the Divine Supreme Being, Divine Father, Divine Mother, to my holy Gurus, to my higher self, I humbly invoke your divine guidance, help, healing and blessing. Thank you for this healing. Thank you for the blessings of peace, love and joy. Take a deep breath, form a connection with your higher self. Take your awareness a few inches above your crown. Try and form a connection with your higher self. Form a connection with your Guru. Be aware of your Guru. Focus on your heart. Take a deep breath. Bring your Guru's energy and attention down in your heart. Ask for a brilliant white light to surround your entire body, your physical, emotional, mental body, creating a bridge from heaven to earth. And you are surrounded by this bridge of light coming from the Creator through your Guru, through your higher self, to your body, down to your feet, your spine, down into the earth, and forming strong roots of light with Mother Earth. You are safe and secure in this pillar of white light. Now just talk to your body. Take a deep breath into your heart and think of something that made you angry or upset you. Let that emotion come up on the surface. Let it come up, arise in your aura. Feel that hurt, feel that anger. Be aware of where in your body you're feeling it. Is there a tightness in the jaw? Are you feeling heavy in the heart or your solar plexus? Just scan your body from head to toe. Now ask your higher self, your guides and angels, to transmute this energy, this anger, pain, resentment into this brilliant light that is surrounding you. Surrender all these negative feelings and emotions to this brilliant white light. and ask for them to be healed permanently and properly. Now be aware of your crown. I'll be chanting Om thrice with the intention of releasing all these negative thoughts, emotions, the anger and resentment that you're holding on to from any period of time. Visualize this brilliant white light going through your crown, coming out of your hands and feet, going into the earth. This brilliant white light is disintegrating all thoughts of anger, all resentment, pain, hurt from deep within your cellular subconscious memory. Take another deep breath. Be aware of your body. Exhale completely. Inhale love and exhale all the irritation and anger. Inhale peace. Exhale all the pain, the resentment. Inhale love and peace into each and every cell of your body. And exhale, send this love and peace to your emotional body, your mental body, to your entire aura. Once again, inhale. Love and peace into your heart. Exhale this energy out into your surroundings, into your home, to your family, your city, your neighborhood. Affirm, I am a being of love and I am a peaceful soul. Now just visualize the people who have hurt you or your loved ones. Say Atma Namaste to all of them. You can visualize 2-3 people if you want. And when we say Atma Namaste, we are saluting the soul, not the personality. The soul is always pure. We are all children of God and we all make mistakes, as we are all evolving at different levels in time. I forgive you for all the pain, hurt and suffering that you have caused me in all dimensions of time. I am willing to let go of this hurt and I am willing to let go of this karma from deep within my body. my life. I am ready to release all patterns within me that cause hurt and suffering. Please forgive me for all the pain, hurt, and suffering that I may have caused you in all dimensions of time, knowingly or unknowingly, consciously or subconsciously. Please release me from this karma. May God's peace and blessings be with you. May God's peace and blessings be with me. To my own higher self, Namaste. I forgive myself for not listening to my heart, for not understanding things from a higher perspective, and for creating situations in my life which cause me to get upset and angry. Let go of this pain that you have caused yourself. I forgive myself for forcing me to do things for others which I did not want to do. I forgive myself for all negative self-talk, for holding on to anger and grief, for absorbing other people's pain, and for letting the negativity of other people affect my life. I forgive myself for holding on to this anger and irritability and causing myself harm. I am willing to let go, and I am willing to surrender all this heaviness, this negative emotions to you for healing. Take a deep breath deep into your body below the navel. Exhale. Send love and peace to every cell in your body. Send love and peace out to your family, to your friends, to all those who have hurt you. Breathe into your heart. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Feel this peace within your heart. Feel this peace in every cell of your body. And from this place of peace and love, send out lots of love and inner peace to all those who are holding on to anger, expressed and unexpressed anger. Ask that all the people in the world be guided by their heart and allow love and peace and healing to come to them so that they can look at things from a higher perspective. Help people understand their anger. Bless them with a lot of love and understanding so that they can understand where their anger is stemming from and heal that aspect within themselves. Take a deep breath into your heart. Send this pinkish white light from the heart of God to all the souls on earth who are angry, about their families, their jobs, or with themselves. Bless all the people who are holding on to anger about hatred, racism, about the government. See this anger melting. And bless each and every person with inner peace. Only if there is inner peace in each and every heart can we achieve world peace. No government can do anything if the people are not at peace. Send lots of love and inner peace to all the governments, all the heads of the governments in the world. See humanity's heart chakra expanding with love for themselves and being able to release the anger not only from within themselves but within their family, from their previous generations. Let's also bless all the souls who have passed on with grief in their heart, or those who have held anger within their heart. Bless them with inner peace. May their souls rest in peace and have a deeper understanding of their higher self. We'll end with the prayer of Saint Francis of Assisi. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. And where there is darkness, light. Where there is sadness, joy. Grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it is in giving that we receive, and it is in pardoning that we are pardoned, and it is in dying that we are born to eternal life. Feel yourself blessing the entire world with peace, love, faith, hope and joy. I'll end with chanting Om thrice. Be aware of this pillar of light that you have created for yourself. You can ask for the pillar of light to be around you for the next 24 hours. With deep gratitude, love and respect to the great ones, to the spiritual hierarchy, to your guides, to your higher self. Thank you for the healing. Thank you for the blessings. Whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes. Thank you. Thank you, Aswasi. Thank you all for joining. Tomorrow we'll be doing healing of the divine feminine and the divine masculine within our body, within ourselves. All of us have a divine masculine and a divine feminine within us, and one of them, or sometimes both of them, is wounded. And I'll explain this tomorrow, and we'll try and do a little bit of healing for that. So thank you all so much for coming and taking time. Thank you. Same time tomorrow, 6:30 India.